Bonjour les fans de watch. This is a Louis Vuitton Tambour Diving II, an automatic diver's watch from fashion label Louis Vuitton, who actually makes some pretty decent watches. Now, I'll admit from the beginning, this isn't my watch. I've borrowed this watch from a friend. This is not my usual sort of thing, as regular viewers will know. And Louis Vuitton to me is handbags and shoes and things like that. I didn't realise that they made watches, and but they do, and this is one of them. And I'm not really sure what I think about it. It's very unusual. We'll have a look and see what we think, shall we? So I'll give you a little bit of the specs. It's a steel case, black dial, black leather strap. It's waterproof to 300 meters. I say waterproof, water resistant to 300 meters. It's got anti-reflective sapphire glass, rotating bezel. It's got an ETA 2895 automatic movement in there, which beats at 28,800 beats per hour, and it's got a power reserve of 42 hours. Screw down crown, signed crown there. You can see the thing. The bezel has got Louis Vuitton written on it. The case back is quite a thing. Let's have a look at that. So it says Louis Vuitton, and it's got loads of little emblems and stuff. It's nice. Swiss made. It's a Swiss made watch. 300 meters. What else does it say? It's got the model number and stuff. And the case back is held in place with these teeny little screws. I've never opened it up. I wouldn't. I don't think I would dare, to be honest. And then it's got these lugs, these unusual lugs. So it's a sort of a puck shaped watch with these lugs that aren't sort of part of the watch. They seem to be sort of tacked on. I mean, obviously that they're attached. I don't know how they're attached. They're firmly attached mechanically somehow. Although, hang on, no, there's got a bit of play there. What's the other one like? Oh yeah, they've both got a bit of play. So I'm not sure how they're attached. Maybe screwed on. So they are a little loose, those lugs. Anyway, that's the side profile. Unusual sort of shape, isn't it? So let's just go back to the start of the dial, shall we? So we've got big number 12, logically at the 12 position. Then these big dots, applied indices, silver outlined all the way around, but they're not complete. You can see that they seem to be sort of squished onto the dial, and there's a suggestion that there's not quite enough room for them, and they're slightly cut off around the edges. You can see all them there. The writing says automatique 300 meters, and then right at the bottom, Swiss made. At 3 o'clock, we've got a nice date window, simple black on white, with a little bit of a magnifying thing there. And the unusual bit about this magnifying thing is it's not on the surface, it's totally flat. It's underneath, which is quite unusual, quite good. The hands are a strange affair. They're sort of skeleton hands with Lume chunks. That's the only way I can describe it. At the tips, the hour hand is silver. The minute hand is red. Then we've got the small second window, and you can see the small seconds hand spinning round, and it's on this strange square, which I've been told, I haven't been told, I looked it up on the internet, is to represent some sort of sailing flag. Not quite sure why a diving watch wants to reference a sailing flag. If you know anything about sailing and that flag means anything to you, let me know in the comments below. I'm not familiar with that world. The bezel is let's just get a bit more light on here. The bezel is very glossy bezel. I don't know what that's made of. I get the impression it might be. I don't know what that bezel is. It's very glossy anyway, and we've got the red markings around there. And as I said earlier, this Louis Vuitton writing. Oh, hang on a sec. This is oh, it's actually little rubber letters. Oh, I see. So that's to give the bezel a little bit of grip, and it's a right chunky bezel. Listen to the click of that. So I think that's a 60 click bezel, and it's unidirectional. You've got a bit of back play. Sorry, I'm going to have to put that back to align it. So let's see. The alignment is good. There's a little bit of play in the bezel. You can see. Can you see that? So the fit and finish is good, but given the price of the watch, so this is listed. I've seen this somewhere on the internet. Where is it? Oh, I can't see. Oh, it's several £1,000s. Oh, right, hang on. Sorry, I'm just looking on the internet. It says here, the subtle detail that will appeal to divers. The seconds counter at 6 o'clock adopts the codes of the diver's flag, red with a white diagonal stripe. I do apologise. It's nothing to do with sailing. It's a diver's flag. So, yeah. Oh, the crown here, let's zoom in a bit on that. You can see it's a strange sort of shape, and it's really uncomfortable. It's very pointy. To unscrew it, it is a screw down crown. To unscrew it is a little bit sore, but it's smooth, and once it's unscrewed, it's the usual pulling it out to adjust. But it's so shiny and slippery, it's very difficult to do. And can you see the difference there? It's a big, chunky, shiny crown. It's got nothing to do with any of the rest of the watch. The rest of the watch is brushed very handsomely. The lugs are brushed, the bezel's brushed, the case is brushed, the case back is brushed, and then massive, highly polished crown. Someone has gone in the watch building department has gone, oh shit, we need a crown. Go and see the crown guys. And the crown guys goes, well, we've already got these shiny ones. Is that any good? Go, yeah, go on, stick that in. It screams of inconsistency to me. However, maybe it's on purpose. But a mega shiny crown on a brushed watch looks odd to me. I'm going to measure it for you because it's quite a big watch. Difficult to know what to measure. So we're just going to measure the whole width of the watch. It's 44 millimeters. So that's a chunky watch, isn't it? And the thickness is 13 millimeters. Lug width. Oh, I mean, lug width is kind of irrelevant because you can only put this bracelet on it. I don't know what lug width. I mean, the bracelet width is 20 millimeters. So I'm going to put it on my 7.5 inch wrist so you can see what it looks like. There we go. I don't know what. I wouldn't wear that. That's very odd. Very odd. But if you like it, it's pretty cool. It's dead unusual. The bracelet the strap I should mention briefly. It's a Louis Vuitton leather bracelet, and it is nice. It is nice, stitched, genuine leather, all the usual stuff, and it's got Louis Vuitton written on the buckle. But this is a 300-meter diving watch, and they've gone to the trouble of having this subtle diving flag detail behind the seconds, and then stuck a leather bracelet on it, leather strap. So you're not really going to go diving with a leather strap. And then how do you interchange them? Do you have to go and buy separate ones? I mean, it has got drilled lugs, so you could change the bracelet quite easily, but to what? Where do you get, I don't know. It's a confusing watch. I'm really puzzled by it. It's really cool looking, isn't it? And unusual, but I'm not convinced. One detail that I do want to show you, which is cool, and that is the lume. Right, so this is going to be tricky. I'm just going to do some hand acting whilst I charge up the lume. Oops, I do apologise. Right, this is going to be really shambolic for a brief moment, whilst I shut all the blinds and turn the lights off. Now, just bear with me a second. There's the watch. Right, hang on. I'll be back. I'm just closing all the blinds and turning the lights off. It's worth it, I promise. Because I'm back. Here we go. Because the lume is pretty good and very unusual. So here we go. Look at that. Nice blue glow on the bezel. The indices are a bit big and chunky. We've already established that. The 12 is big and chunky. But look at that red sub-second thing. That glows red. That is awesome. I love lume. And that is great lume. I love that. That's my favourite bit about the watch. Right, I'm going to end there. Please subscribe for more watch videos. I do knife reviews as well, and EDC. I'm into knives, EDC and watches. Thanks for watching. See you soon.